Hey everybody, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called Out with the Old and In with the New. We won't be having an extended reading today, but for those of you that would like to book a private reading with me, details for how to do so are below. If you want to go deeper into your specific situation, also if you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, details for how to do so are in my description box below. And finally, let's see, one more thing. One more thing. If you want to join me on my other sister channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, we tend to do a lot of inner work on that channel, a lot of spiritual inner work. So if that's a place where you are at right now, feel free to join me on my other channel. And let's go ahead and get into today's reading. So it's the perfect time. We're going to be heading into Scorpio season, like I think, in like a week here. It's coming sooner than we realize. So I think it's a good time to do an out with the old and in with the new love reading to really see what energy is leaving your life, what energy is coming in, and then get further confirmation from the oracle cards I have right here, okay? So let's go ahead and go through the piles. And of course, you can go directly to my description box and click on the timestamp for each one of these piles. And if you want to watch more than one, because you're feeling the vibes, you're more than welcome to. And let's go ahead and get into it. So for pile number one, we have the lime green tea light. If you're feeling the lime green, and it actually does smell like lime green. If you're feeling the lime green, you can choose pile number one. Pile number two is the red tea light. If you're feeling the red tea light today, you'll choose pile number two. And pile number three is the yellow tea light. If you're choosing yellow today, you will choose pile number three. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. We'll put the other piles aside for now, and we will go ahead and get into my beautiful pile number ones. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Ring the bell, ring the alarm, pile number one. Let's do it. Okay. Pile number one, welcome to your reading. You chose the lime green tea light, and we're gonna go ahead and look at out with the old and in with the new. We're gonna see what old energies are clearing out of your life right now when it comes to love, what new energies are coming in for you. And then we are going to go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards here, which I meditated on and shuffled. I do not know. Sorry, pile number one. My dog's been very barky today. If you're listening on headphones, my sincerest apologies. Shh, quiet, please. So anyway, pile number one, consider that good luck. If my dog barks during your reading, then that means good luck to you, okay? So to save your poor eardrums. Shh. Franny, look at me. That's enough. Thank you. Sorry, you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I love my dog very much, and I have so many photos of her, but sometimes she just likes to go a little bit hog wild, okay? I gotta send her to Hogwarts University to teach her some manners while I'm doing readings. Generally, she usually sleeps while I'm doing readings. It's like she knows, but let's go ahead. Pile number one, spicy energy today. Let's go ahead. Spirits, angels, and guides for my beautiful pile number ones that came here today seeking answers, please, Spirit. Please connect me to the highest guidance and highest information for my beautiful pile number ones today. And let's see what is going out with the old and what is coming in with the new, please. What is going out with the old and out with the old, please, Spirit. Out with the old. Out with the old. And in, I don't feel it's ready yet. I gotta go till I feel it, okay? Out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old, out with the old, in with the new. Okay, I feel better now. I always have to do it that way. Okay, out with the old, Ten of Swords. Definitely out with that. We have the Empress, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Hierophant. Okay, so already getting some energies of what's going out with the old. Let's see what's coming in with the new. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Emperor, okay? We have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, powerful, powerful, you guys, powerful to go from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. Really, really powerful energy. That's why my dog barked multiple times for you, pile number one. But on the bottom of the deck, I always look at the bottom of the deck energy is the Seven of Pentacles. And, you know, you've been hard at it when it comes to improving yourself, trying to make good decisions, doing your best. Maybe some of you guys have really been sweating an outcome in your life, thinking like, I don't know about this thing, right? But I feel like you guys always try hard. You always try hard, and you do your damned best. Pile number one. And the energy that I see that's going out with the old is this energy where maybe you are going back to things that you know already don't work for you. You know, like you've already established at another point in your life that this situation doesn't work for me anymore. And I'm not going to keep feeding energy into something that doesn't work for me, okay? And some of you guys could have been dealing with the Empress. We have Taurus or Libra energy. With the Hierophant, we have Taurus energy here. But some of you have kind of decided like, this is enough. I really cared about this person. I really thought that we had a future here. And I thought that, you know, I thought that with the right amount, like if I just kept approaching the situation with an open mind and I just kept, you know, giving what I could into this situation, that it would somehow turn out differently than it has, right? And I do feel like Spirit is giving me the word disappointment. Some of you guys may be splitting up from, or recently have split up with like your husband or your wife, or a very long-term relationship, or a baby's mama, or a baby, you know, the father of your child or the mother of your child here too is also what I see. And I also feel like some of you who want to have families or be married in the future or have children in the future, you're deciding that, you know, I'm a good person and I'm a flexible person and I'm a kind person. I'm not going to keep putting myself into situations that are going nowhere because other people are being very stubborn, insisting on their way or the highway, and are not willing to budge at all, okay? And I'm seeing a red scarf here, so maybe, you know, we're getting into, you know, we're getting into October, into November, and it's time to break out the red scarf, right? For the holiday red scarf, but soon here. But I feel like you guys are like, you know, somebody telling you like, hey, everything's okay, everything's gonna be fine, but it wasn't, you know, and you're like, I'm not gonna keep doing this to myself, you know? I mean, I have a lot to, I feel like you guys are saying, I have a lot to share with the world, and I have a lot of beautiful gifts and wonderful creativity, and I'm not going to keep ignoring those things within myself or sacrificing those things in relationships because I want to be, you know, I want to be with person XYZ. And, you know, with the Empress and the Ace of Wands here too, I feel like some of you maybe had some type of creative project or endeavor that you were working on or that you were involved in, and, you know, maybe it just didn't turn out the way that you thought it would, okay? And some of you are like, I am not going to keep, you know, plunging my head into that brick wall any longer, you know? And, you know, and I think what you guys really seek is stability, because with the Ten of Pentacles and the Emperor and what's coming in for you, there's a lot of stability, right? With this much creativity and this much potential, you need to have a structure that supports that, right? And it's hard to do if the other person is just sitting in the corner, not making any effort, you know, not really, you know, just not willing to change. All right. So I feel like some of you guys could have been dealing with someone that you thought the relationship had a lot of potential, but this person wasn't willing to change, okay? And there could also be something here about sexual chemistry as well. And thinking, you know, that because this person like can take care of me sexually, or they make me feel good sexually, you know, doesn't mean that, you know, that mentally that a situation was good for you, right? Because this Ten of Swords is saying, like, you know, somebody can love you down all night long, pile number one, and make you feel really good about yourself. But if at the end of the day, they want you to sacrifice more than they are, they want you to always be the one to like suck it up or yuck it up, I feel like, you know, you guys are just saying, I don't really want to be a part of that anymore. All right. And maybe some of you here deciding, because the Ten of Swords can also be like a divorce card. So some of you guys could be deciding, like, I don't want to be in this relationship with this person anymore, even though I still, some of you I feel like still think highly of this person, or you still think like they would be a good person. They're just not the right person for you. Okay. So I see this energy, and I also feel this energy of self-doubt is leaving your life as well. Pile number one. If you've been in a place of doubt or self-doubting, and you haven't been taking a stand in your own love life for what it is that you want, what you believe, what you need, I feel like definitely this old energy is leaving your life, okay? And I mean, it's like we don't ever want the Empress to leave our life, but if it's the Empress with the Ten of Wands, then, you know, and the Empress, maybe we would want the Empress to leave our life if we had a sense that we had to take care of everyone and everything was our responsibility. And we were the ones that had to be stable and always making the effort, right? Then you would want that. That's like the Empress reversed, right? You would want that energy to leave your life and to kind of give up on doing everything for everyone else and let everyone else be the one to determine their own fate, okay? And here with the Two of Wands, what is coming in for you when it comes to love is an entirely new roadmap and something you've never considered before. An option or something that is very exciting that you have never really considered. And I feel like a lot of you guys are like choosing yourself as well. I'm seeing the red hat, the red scarf, the tan boots, and the tan backpack here. Super cool. But I mean, I feel like she's thinking to herself here, the sky's the limit, you know, the sky's the limit. And why have I been, you know, limiting myself, right? And I'm going to make some different decisions that may surprise some people. And with the Emperor here, I feel like you guys are just like, yeah, I don't want to hear anybody's bullshit anymore. I don't want to hear why someone can't be here for me. I don't want to hear why someone isn't willing to kind of come out of their little hiding spot or little corner and kind of make an effort to be in my life. I don't want to hear that anymore. It's actions. Action, action. We want action. With the Two of Wands and the Emperor, this is a lot of fire energy, okay? And I see it in the past, you were trying to get this fire energy started, but I think you were dealing with people. Some of you may have been dealing with someone with, maybe they were an earth sign, but they had a ton of Neptune in their chart, or they were a Pisces or something, but this person just wasn't coming hither. You know, the Empress is kind of the goddess of come hither, Aphrodite, right? And this person just wasn't coming hither. They're like, I'm good where I am, you know? And I think you guys are just to the point where you're fed up and you're like, I'm done with the excuses. Action, action, we want action. All right? And I'm seeing the number 3 here, right? So in a place where you guys used to be like very giving and nurturing into situations where maybe you were not being appreciated for what you're bringing to the table, I feel like now you guys are just calling it out and saying, yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. That's not what I want. That's not where I'm at. I feel like you guys are raising the bar in pile number 1 here in the future. You're raising the bar. And I actually really love the Emperor's face in this deck, because she's just looking at whatever someone else is doing and is like, yeah, I don't think so. That isn't gonna freaking cut it, okay? And we could also have Aries energy here too. So, you know, Taurus and Libra energy is great, but they're a little more passive, maybe, especially Taurus is in astrology is a feminine sign, and so maybe it's a little more passive. But I see you guys getting a lot more active about building what it is that you want with the proper person. No more, you know, I think you're gonna be calling things out and calling it like you see it. Okay, and the only sword that we really have here is the Ten of Swords. That's it. You know, the rest of this energy is wands, actually. So I think, you know, exciting big changes are coming. And with the Ten of Pentacles, you guys want stability and you want structure, but you don't want to have to fight so hard for it, in the sense that you have to like beg someone for it, right? That's bullshit, because you guys already work hard. You do. Seven of Pentacles, you guys work really hard at what, actually this isn't the Seven of Pentacles, this is the Eight of Pentacles. My bad, this is a new deck. So I'm like, no, that's not 7, that's 8. You know, you guys work really, really hard here. And, you know, 7 Pentacles have been finished. The 8th Pentacle is being worked on. You know, and 8 is a number of organization and success and personal power. All right. So, I mean, I think what you guys are just saying here, the new energy that's coming in, some of you guys could have a Leo or an Aries coming in here as well, or a fire sign coming in. But more than that, I just feel you guys are getting a lot more directional and fiery about what it is and what you want in your life. And I think if people step to you and they're not coming with the right vibe or the right energy, I feel like you guys are just like, pow, you know? You're like, I don't think so, not today, you know? Because I think you know what you want, you know what you want. And you know what you're trying to create in your life and how you're trying to live in harmony with your environment. I feel like some of you with the Ten of Swords and the Empress, you are lovely, but you were giving energy into an environment that wasn't, you know, that wasn't the best for you, even though at times it might have felt okay with the Ace of Wands and the Hierophant, right? But surprisingly, and I feel like shockingly, some of you found out, no, this is not the right direction for me, right? But it's a pretty beautiful thing to go from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles, you know? It shows you're doing something right. It shows you that you're on the right path, and it shows that the more determined and more like laying down the law and really holding people to a high standard and not letting people get away with things, pile number 1, is going to be, you know, the path to your ultimate fulfillment, is what I feel. Some of you guys have been working very hard on yourselves, like on your self-mastery, what you do for a living, being better in relationships, okay? And yeah, I just feel like you guys are done waiting. You're done with the indecision. You're ready to, you know, you're ready to move forward. 6 of Cups. You want to have intimacy and structure is what I feel like, pile number 1. So let's see what else we have here. We have 30. Okay, so maybe some of you are 30 or around the age 30. And it says you are original and an innovative thinker. Yeah, definitely, with the Ace of Wands and the Empress. And an excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I am imaginative. Okay, pile number 1. So this energy, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So, you know, you guys are bossing it up with the Emperor here. And I feel like in doing that, you're also attracting people who are at a better phase in their life too. Like they actually have something to contribute as well here. We have transparency. Yeah, that's exactly it. This is the new energy that you're calling into your life, and the stability with the new moon in Taurus and the transparency are so important. In the past, people being very slippery with you, pretending like everything was okay in a connection when it really wasn't. Yeah, so yeah, transparency is a big deal here. To me, this feels like the Tower. It's called Weather and Natural Events, but it says what's urgent in your life, what's making you feel overwhelmed and out of your control. Are you worried about how you will survive a major change? Okay, know that you have the inner strength and fortitude to basically get through anything, right? And the major change, Ten of Swords, can be that moment and that Tower moment of a major change, pile number one. But you know, you have the Ten of Pentacles here as your final card, so you always come out on top, pile number one, just so you know that. Oh, there's the Empress. There's the Empress again, and the Page of Cups. So in the future, you guys are definitely going to be giving someone a chance to win you over, okay? And either they got to come correct or don't come at all, right? And I feel like this Page of Cups is very imaginative, very artistic, very soft, very kind, very loving, okay? And this person lets you be more in the driver's seat, or lets you be a little bit more of the dominant one, which I'm seeing with the Emperor here. We have lots of patterns of the Emperor and Empress here. But to me, it kind of felt like a power struggle before. Now I see someone acquiescing to you, pile number one, and kind of letting you have your way with them, okay? Use your power wisely. Okay, so you guys actually got two songs. You were the only pile that got two songs. And so I'm going to read the first song and then the second song. The first song is called The Night We Met by Lord Huron. It's a pretty sad song. The second song is a lot more fun, so bear with me here. It said, the first song is, I had all and then most of you, some and now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Haunted by the ghost of you. All right, so, you know, leaving behind this sense of feeling haunted with the Ten of Swords and being haunted by something in your past, pile number one, leaving that behind. And, you know, Spirit's giving me the word miserable, something really making you feel miserable. Here's your second song, Shut Up and Let Me Go by the Ting Tings, okay? Shut up and let me go. This hurts, I tell you so. For the last time you will kiss my lips, it's me you ought to be moving on from. You're not adorable. I want something unignorable. Okay, so this person may be making you feel ignored or making you feel like you're the only one, you know, trying to create a spark in the connection, okay? And yeah, so the song is called Shut Up and Let Me Go. This hurts, I tell you so. This will be the last time you kiss my lips. And she's saying, you're not, I'll be moving on. You're not adorable. I want something unignorable, okay? So pile number one, good for you. Okay, so somebody here, I feel like, you know, in the past, I feel like this is something that's shifting for you because you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a card of great wealth and success, okay? But in the past here, it says, my finances are a mess and my life is in chaos. I'm not ready for a relationship, cheap date, okay? So maybe some of you guys were running into some people that were not ready for relationships, people that were very cheap, maybe not just with money, but also with their time, effort, and energy, while still trying to tell you, like, everything's good, everything's okay, like, this is all good, while at the same time being very cheap with you, pile number one, either in time spent, energy, money, etc. But that energy is out with the old, okay? Because you guys are the Empress. Keep in mind, you create your own abundance with the Ace of Wands and the Empress. You really do. And I don't feel like you guys fake the funk, okay? With transparency and prosperity. I feel like someone from your past in the out with the old could have lied about their money and not been straightforward about money or what they do, etc. All right. We also have cheetah, which to me goes so well with this Seven of Wands energy. It's fire, baby. So what's coming up for you is a sense of urgency of, you know what, if I'm going to make this happen or I'm going to make this occur, it's going to be up to me and I need to go after what I want. It's about damn time, you know? So excellent, excellent. You guys are turning into cheetahs. And here we go with the loyalty, okay? Because we have the Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles, the Empress, the Emperor. We can talk about loyalty. And the Ten of Swords can show where we felt very betrayed in the past. So some of you needing to let go of these old situations where you felt very betrayed and unloved. And yeah, in spirit talking about loyalty, okay? So we have the Dalmatian stone for loyalty, like the dog and a man's best friend. The Dalmatian stone represents loyalty and unconditional love. It reminds you to be a true blue friend. Dalmatian stone teaches you to be loving, even when someone is being unlovable, and to see the light of God in everyone. Receiving Dalmatian stone can also indicate working and connecting with the dog kingdom. Well, no wonder my dog was like going crazy and barking in your reading. Okay. And it says this stone teaches you to be loving even when someone is being unlovable. I agree with that up to a certain extent, and I think you're already good at that. Pile number one with the Empress and the Ten of Swords. I think you guys already do hold that space and are loving even when others may be unlovable. I think, you know, we all have moments of, you know, being jerks or being unlovable to others, just being, you know, just being total jerks, right? And, you know, I feel like you guys are like, yeah, I mean, I'll accept someone for who they are here, but, you know, this person needs to apologize, Page of Cups, and they need to take some action. Otherwise, I'm going to go elsewhere, right? And it says here, it says, I am a loyal friend. I remain supportive and loving, especially when someone is going through difficult times. Yeah, and some of you guys may have friends, family members, etc., going through difficult financial times or going through various hardships. And the thing is I know you guys are loyal in my pile number ones. You're very loyal people. You just want transparency and a sense of commitment and action from others, okay? And I see you guys becoming a lot more firm about your standards. And, you know, if this person from the past wants to come back with an apology, Page of Cups, you may accept that in some cases, pile number one, maybe not in all, but you may accept that. But I also think you're still an Empress. So you're still, you're an Empress and an Emperor at the same time. You have high standards, and, you know, a person can apologize. It doesn't mean that they're going to be the one for you. Okay. So yeah, pile number one, interesting reading for you guys. And transparency, the cheetah, action, loyalty, wealth, all coming through here for you. Pile number one, okay? So thank you so much, my loves, and I hope that that reading was helpful for you as far as letting go of the old and bringing in the new. The new is about transparency and standards. Thank you so much, pile number one. Hope to see you again soon, and take care. Let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. Pile number two. Let's go ahead and do it. All right. Let's do it. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the red tea light, and today's reading is called Out with the Old and In with the New. And it is a love reading today, but we'll be looking at various different aspects if they happen to come up. Okay, pile number two. First, we're going to draw cards, then we'll look at the oracle card. Let's go ahead and channel it in. Spirits, angels, and guides, for my beautiful pile number twos, please connect me to the wonderful energy of my pile number twos, please, and thank you. Ringing the bell. Spirit is showing me a wolf or a she-wolf. All right, and I can't help but thinking of that song. Isn't there a song by, that's my dog again. Isn't there a song by Shakira called She-Wolf? Isn't that a song? Okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and pop into your reading, pile number 2, my beautiful wolves. Maybe you guys have wolves as a totem or an ancestor spirit with you. All right. I'm also feeling spirit is telling me like the rod of fire or the rod of like the staff or the wand or the rod of fire. Okay. Almost like a shaman would use in a ceremony or something like that. Okay. What else? Maybe some of you have a lineage in that. Let's see what else spirit will tell me. Spirit is giving me a joke of a Coke bottle. So maybe some of you guys are drinking Coke or soda right now, but I also feel like spirit is saying Coke bottle glasses, like thick glasses, like somebody doesn't have great eyesight. Okay, so thank you, spirit. And let's go ahead and get into it. I am getting the name Steph or Stephanie. I also just heard Rihanna, like the musician, or maybe you're like an R name here today, or you really love Rihanna, or you just listen to something. Spirit is telling me Step by Step by New Kids on the Block. Okay, Step by Step. All right. Pile number 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Spirit, please show me out with the old and in with the new. Out with the old, and in with the new for my pile number 2s. Out with the old. I feel that's good. Okay, 3 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Wow, pile number 2 got 10 of Swords. Pile number 1 got 10 of Swords as well. So a lot of us are releasing 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, okay, and 10 of Cups. All right, interesting. Pile number 2. Let's see what is coming in. We have 6 of Cups. We have 5 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Swords. And we have the Ace of Wands. Very good. Very, very good. Wow. And you guys do really need the Towers on the bottom of the deck for you. And along with the Knight of Swords and Judgment. So there might have been some things that were said, either like in a relationship or in past relationships that caused like some really brash communication or certain things that were said and somebody was not watching their mouth or was thinking before they were speaking, and it led to, the downfall of something here. Okay. And, it led to the end of something, to making a decision about a relationship, and some people, really deciding to be single or maybe move, not continue on in a connection like that. Okay. Some of you guys may have had some really tough breakups in your past, or just some things that really went sideways, or really, really powerfully shook your world in a certain type of a way in the past, okay? But Spirit is wanting you, what's moving forward into the future here is calming reassurance, okay? So that's gonna feel really good after your nervous system being on overdrive. Pile number 2, wondering what's gonna happen. Maybe some of you feeling like waiting for the other shoe to drop, just waiting for someone to just fuck you over or screw you over, because maybe you've had that in the past and you've had those experiences of being completely shocked and things ending with someone very abruptly, or maybe even some people in your past being very verbally or violently aggressive with you, okay? And Spirit is saying here, because of that, I feel like some of you guys are like, yeah, my nervous system was shot. And it's like, in your connections with people, it feels like you were waiting for the other shoe to drop, even from and it always happened after. I feel like for some of you guys, this happens maybe 3 months into a connection, maybe some of you even sooner, like 3 weeks into a connection, okay? Some of you are like, no, 3 days into a connection, Natalie. You're correcting me. But yeah, I feel like you guys are like, yeah, I don't know, I always have to fend for myself, and I always have to watch out for myself, because there's some real shady people out there, and there's just some trust issues. I feel like pile number 2 here, okay? And it's understandable, because I feel like some of you in your life have really had to, work hard and take care of yourselves and be an advocate of yourselves to get to where you are today. Okay, and here's the Five of Swords. So a lot of, and I'm trying to see if all the elements, so we have Cups, Pentacles, Wands, and Swords. So everything's out on the table here. I just wanted to make sure if we had all the elements out here. But this Five of Swords it's like someone getting the better of someone else, or somebody feeling like somebody enjoyed hurting you, pile number 2, or that they planned this all along, right? And and this kind of like mistrust and this feeling that people are up to no good. And maybe some of you in this pile actually have premonitions about things that are going to happen, or dreams, and they bother you, right? Because when I think of the Ten of Cups, it's like, well, everything looks like it's going well on the outside. Everything externally looks really good here, and everything looks like it could be possible, right? Or it could happen, and things could be really great, right? But I feel like some of you maybe even had premonitions or dreams about things in the past, and that could have been very upsetting to you. All right. And maybe in the past, even when things were going good and going decently with someone, you guys were thinking that it's going to go totally like belly up. It's going to pull the rug out from underneath me. It's going to be the end of everything as I know it, right? And maybe some of you kind of keeping one foot in and one foot out because you're kind of like anticipating that tower. And for those of you that have been through really tough breakups in the past, it's like that. Your nervous system gets shot and you start anticipating the worst, even if, things seem like they could be okay, right? So what I really see here is what's out with the old here is this pattern of keeping one foot in and one foot out of your relationships, and always being worried that in 1 second, because of certain words that someone says, the whole connection will be over, fini, done. That could have really done a number on your guys' mind, pile number 2 here, making you feel like no matter what you try, it's always going to kind of end up in a tower, and that's rough, and sometimes we evolve, through these lessons that we learn, right? But I think you in pile number 2, you guys are seeking a kinder and gentler world here with the Six of Cups and the Four of Swords. And, how about dialing it back, right? With the Four of Swords. And I think, with the Five of Pentacles here and the Four of Swords, Spirit is saying, like, helping you to calm your nervous system and helping you to get over any worry, trouble, or anxiety that you've been feeling about getting into relationships, trusting someone again, opening yourself up to love, or just even existing in a current connection, right? And I feel like Spirit is saying here, like, we want you to have peace of mind for sure. And we want you to feel safe. We want you to have peace of mind. In those conditions, you can really thrive, okay? And I think the Six of Cups is like a great assurance that there is someone here for you that really loves you, that cares about you, or there will be in the future, a romantic partner, and something of and something that represents very deep intimacy as well with the Six of Cups. Sharing, vulnerability, connection, going deep with someone, and not being afraid that once you do that, they're going to leave you, okay? And feeling safe is what I feel for you, pile number 2. And this Ace of Wands is saying, there's a new chapter for you when it comes to love, okay? And Spirit is helping you wash away all this stuff of the past right now that was just so challenging and difficult that you've encountered on your journey. And instead, Spirit is helping to calm your worries, right? And maybe some of you guys sabotage connections in the past that were actually good because you were so worried about something, or you were just afraid of that other shoe dropping. And with the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, I feel like Spirit is saying your guys' tolerance towards, trusting more, especially with the Six of Cups talking about scorpionic energy. So trusting more that others are going to show up and be there for you. And also that, you could, even if you are in a moment of anxiety or worry, that there are tools and things that you can do to calm yourself and to feel better. Okay. And, and I feel like some of you are even going to be learning some new relationship techniques or ways to manage anxiety, or just new relationship techniques about how to think differently, maybe in your relationships as well, with this Four of Swords, and expand upon what you're learning. With the Ace of Wands here, I feel like you're saying yes. You're saying yes, I will give this a chance again. I will get to know someone again, or I will give this a chance, and I can be calm. I can be excited for something and happy about something new coming into my life, but I also can be calm and not worry. For some people, dating is a very it's just fraught with do they like me? Do they not like me? Do they care? Do they not care? Are they trying to be in a deeper connection? Are they avoiding me? Are they fooling around with other people? Do they not really care? Dating can be fraught with all of these questions. And I feel like you guys are kind of ready to maybe get back on that horse here and say, you know what? Yes, I'm going to give this a try again. This time, calmer, easier going, open to intimacy, open to vulnerability, and just working through any issues about lack of self-worth, lack of, people being there for you, right? Or showing up for you. And I feel like some of you guys are even starting to feel physically better as well with the Ace of Wands here, okay? More energized. But I will say, going forward, sleep still is very important for you, pile number 2, okay? So let's see what your oracle cards. Oh, I love it. 9. So maybe some of you here are life path number 9, but we have 9. It is time to get into the work of realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. I am courageous. And I feel like this Ace of Wands is yep, I am courageous. I can do it, okay? Let's see what else comes up. We have, the balsamic moon, a time for healing. Yeah, definitely with this Six of Cups and Four of Wands, a time for healing. And hopefully, I feel pile number 2, I have my fingers, toes, and eyes and everything on my body crossed for you, that scorpionic season goes easy on you. You're able to say yes to yourself and feel more peace, okay? So really wanting a time of healing, Spirit really wanting this time of healing so you can move forward. We have awareness. I feel a lot of you guys becoming aware of your hang-ups or issues or problems and connections. And Spirit is saying the energy of awareness supports our capacity to focus our attention on all aspects of the world so that we can create a reality that we truly choose, right? Creating a reality that we truly choose. That's good. Pile number 2. So you guys are working on that. We have death. Okay, it's scary. It says, what parts of you or your habits need changing? The Ten of Swords can feel like death, but it's you really only need one sword in this guy if you were trying, or girl, if someone was trying to kill him. 10 just really drives the point home. It's almost overly obnoxious in a way that there's 10 swords, and Spirit is just saying, what parts of you or your habits need changing? How do you feel disconnected with yourself and with others? Have you been neglecting your physical or emotional health? Yeah. So that is what this energy of changing habits and working on healthier habits for you, right, is what's going to help here for you, pile number 2, with relationships. Oh my God, I've never seen this card before in this deck. I don't even know what it is. And this is the first time I've literally ever freaking seen it. Pile number 2. It's just called Life. And I don't know, maybe it's the World card in this deck. I'll have to look it up. Maybe it's the World card. Who knows? Maybe it's Judgment because it's the couple with the baby. I mean, but you know, life and death, right? And I feel like for some of you guys, connections really rocking your world. Really look at this dichotomy here with life and death, right? Really making you guys, and here she is cutting the red string of fate and saying, no more, right? No more of this. I'm not going to be neglecting my physical or emotional health anymore. And I choose life, okay? I choose life. I choose connection. I choose positivity, right? I mean, sometimes we have to be in that dark place, but I feel like you guys coming up, you've already been in the dark place. I feel like coming up, you guys are choosing life, okay? And we have the 10 of coins, right? So, you know, what kind of life do you want? What feels good to you? What is the kind of structures that you want to set up in your life to support you, okay? Whether it's friends, family, relationships, dating. I love the 2 dogs here too. They're so cute. Yeah, and I feel like Spirit is saying here, there is some really cute energy or a cute surprise coming into your life. So make sure you look up and you look down and you look around so that you don't miss it, okay? Because it is gonna be, it's coming, like I feel a cute, happy surprise coming for you, okay? Pile number 2 in a good way, in a happy way. Let's see what else here. We have Rihanna. Oh my God, how crazy. I mentioned Rihanna. And your guys' song is Diamonds by Rihanna. You're a shooting star, I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. At first sight, I felt the energy of the sun's rays. I saw the light inside your eyes. Oh my God, I love that. Healing pile number 2. That's beautiful. And yeah, so here's another song, and here's where the 10 of swords and the 5 of swords come in, right? And this song is by Mariah Carey. It's called I Can't Let Go. And it says, even though I try, I can't let go. Something in your eyes captures my soul. You're the love I can't let go. So there may be somebody that doesn't really want to let you go, pile number 2. It's up to you what you wanted to do. Do you want to cut the red string of fate and go for something else? Or do you want to try to make this work with this person? Okay, and if you do, there's some definite changes and simplicity and vulnerability and sharing and, you know, a restart, Ace of Wands, that needs to happen if you are going to stay with this person. And I think you know that, pile number 2, but I kind of feel like this is someone in your life saying this to you. Even though I try, I can't let go. Something in your eyes captures my soul. You're the love I can't let go. All right. So, all right. But always remember, pile number 2, you're a diamond. You're like a diamond in the sky. We have the hummingbird. So, you know, after this period of going within and taking this time for healing, becoming aware, and healing yourself, I feel like you guys are going to be more ready than ever to get yourself out there and talk to people and, you know, share what you know and what you're thinking. And I think some of you are going to be in a more social mood with someone after you get something off your chest. I feel like for some of you, your throat chakra could have been a little bit blocked with things that you wanted to say to someone but didn't get a chance to say with the 10 of swords and 5 of swords here. And that could have made you very upset or angry. And I feel some of you guys do need to get some things off your chest. And there are certain words, of course, always with love, right? But that need to be said, okay? And it's like getting them out in the air, like clears the energy. So it's time to do that, okay? And you guys have iolite and inspiration for your crystal. From the Greek word violet, iolite combines violet, crown chakra, stimulating and enlightening the indigo blue of the third eye, activating inner vision and imagination. Iolite is a treasure from the muses, bringing inspiration and vision to your endeavors. Whether it's in art, film, dance, or poetry, Iolite encourages you to let your inner artist emerge. Affirmation: I love to express myself artistically. I am open to creative inspiration, the Ace of Wands, and I let it flow freely through me. I'm also getting like feeling inspired to speak your truth. Pile number 2, okay? I'm still feeling that throat chakra energy for you and feeling inspired to express yourself artistically and put an idea, get an idea going and get it out there, okay? So looking forward into the future, finding the inspiration and the motivation that you need to connect with others and further your dreams, okay? Pile number 2. So that is what I am getting for you, my darlings. I hope that out with the old and in with the new reading was beneficial for you. I can't believe you guys got Rihanna. I mentioned it in your meditation, and then the card is actually right here. So Spirit loves to do that to me sometimes. It like plays tricks on me. It's like, haha, we got you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's like they know that I'm just like testing myself, right? So thank you so much, pile number 2, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. All right, let's go ahead with pile number 3. Let's do it for my beautiful pile number 3s. Okay. Let's do it. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow tea light, and today's reading is called Out with the Old and In with the New when it comes to love in your life. So we're going to look at what's going out of style and what's coming into style, pile number 3. And then afterwards, after we look at the tarot, we're going to look at your oracle cards as well. And thank you so much for being here, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and channel your energies. All right, bark. Spirit just told me bark. Maybe some of you guys have dogs or animals or something that's barking in the background. Tree bark, I don't know, but Spirit just told me bark, okay? So bark, bark, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and see what else. Spirit, I feel like somebody here in this pile likes poetry or limericks or something like that, because Spirit is showing me something about that. Maybe someone here is Irish, but let's go ahead and see. Spirits, angels, and guides for my beautiful pile number 3. Please connect me to their pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, their lucky charm, their good news, their new love, their way of living, their way of being wonderfully enhanced, Spirit, please and thank you. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Out with the old and in with the new for pile number 3, please, Spirit. Out with the old, in with the, okay. If your cards are like, they want to turn. Out with the old and in with the new. Out with the old and in with the new. We have to wait till, there we go, till it clicks, till I feel and hear that click. All right, pile number 3, let's see. We have the Emperor, okay? We have the Page of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Empress. Wow, the Empress actually showed up in pile number 1, and also the Emperor did too. So if you guys are here again, welcome back, Empresses and Emperors. So this is the old, out with the old. Let's look at what's in with the new. We have the Hierophant. Okay, maybe some of you switching from Team Aries to Team Taurus over here, but hey, we'll see what happens. We have the Page of Wands, 2 pages, so interesting. Some of you literally switching teams, okay? But let's see what else. We have the Chariot. I love that for you. Pile number 3. And we have the Hermit, okay? And on the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands, okay? So you definitely have somebody that is interested in you. And I feel like some of you think if I don't engage with this emperor anymore, then, what would be next for me, or what would come next for me, okay? There's definitely someone here, like if you spin the wheel, there's the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, there's the Knight of Wands and the Six of Cups, the High Priestess. So you won't know until you try something. And I feel, there is, for some of you here, there is a, okay, I'm getting two things, actually, pile number 3. For some of you, there is like a fun flirtation or a fun communication that is going on with someone, but some of you are not really sure if that is what you ultimately want, okay? And for some of you, for the other side of you, I feel like there's some of you here where you were kind of talking to someone or getting to know someone, but the communication, took a dangerous turn, became unruly, or you stopped talking with someone and you had feelings for this person, genuine feelings for this person, but you weren't able to communicate with them the way that you wanted. Maybe somebody here had a very immature style of communication, or just kind of cuts people out and cuts people off a lot. Or I feel like some of you guys, like very caring, beautiful souls, and pile number 3, very empathic, but talking to someone who has a very short attention span, or doesn't really seem interested, and yet you're trying to engage with this person, trying to get them to talk or engage. But I feel like when this person does talk to you, they're just kind of like, they're standoffish, or when they do talk to you, it's about trivial things, and you're trying to make an honest effort to put the olive branch out there and get to know this person on a greater level, but they're not really, like, they only have one style of communication here, and it's not really gelling with yours, okay, is what I feel like for some of you guys. And I think some of you feeling like, okay, I'm trying to get to know this person, but their style of communication is very abrupt, very brash, very abrupt, or I can't get a word in edgewise, or they've got a weird sense of humor, or they make jokes that are not very funny. And I think you guys are being polite to this person because you're a polite human being, but I think internally with this Empress, you guys know, like, yeah, this is not really the situation that I want, like, this isn't really like, like, this person is maybe sometimes making jokes at other people's expense, or just very brash or abrupt style of communication, like one word text, one word email, whatever is going on here. And yet you're like, hey, like, what's happening? Or you're being real chill, you're being real cool. I feel pile number 3, like you are cool. I feel you're very, very cool. And you have a cool energy about you. You may have water in your chart. I also feel like some of you may have like Aquarius in your chart and water. You may have Aquarius and Pisces, or Cancer, Aquarius. But I feel like you guys are like really chill, cool people. And but I feel like your inner Empress is already a little bit disappointed talking to this person, because you're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but what they're saying and how they're saying it is kind of like, and I think it doesn't really gel with you. We could have Aquarius and Cancer with Aries or Pisces here, but I feel like the inner Empress is just like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like your higher self is kind of like, yeah, like, you shouldn't, this person is not really like, I feel you guys need to be with someone who's like warm, or I think you guys like funny. It's not that you don't like funny. You like funny. You just don't like mean-spirited, immature. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's kind of where you're at with that. You're like, no, I don't really like, I'm cool and I'm chill. Everyone's everyone. Humans are just humans. I feel like you guys have this kind of vibe about you, but you're also just like, yeah, like, I don't really, like, that would get annoying if someone acted like that all the time, okay? But I also feel like you guys are just trying to get to know someone, okay? Or you're trying to get to know people, or you're trying to date, right? Communication has been off though. All right. And, welcome to 2021. Communication has been off, right? Like, we've just been in a Mercury retrograde, and, just things falling flat, or, just the joke didn't really work out. So, but I feel like you guys are being polite anyway, and interested. It's just like, I feel like your higher self is kind of like, So what I feel like is coming through for you guys going forward here is, like with this Hierophant, is a real solid core of your values and what it is that you want, you like, and like, the deal breakers in connections, okay? I feel like you're really solidifying that, because you're a very beautiful person, pile number 3. I don't just mean physically, I also physically, but I feel like, you guys have those like really like emotionally soft, caring eyes, and I feel like you're super cute, right? And you've got that, you listen to others, you're open to energies, but I feel like, your higher self is like, don't compromise yourself, right? Just because you want to be polite or listen, you can't compromise like your values and what's important to you, and solidifying a bit more here in the future what it is that you want, right? And examining things. And I love the eyes here again, that smoky eye, that really beautiful eye, and full lips, and gorgeous eyebrows, I feel like you guys are just becoming more strong about what it is that you would like to observe in others that you are interested in, okay? And what qualities and traits would you like to observe? And I think you're all about having fun, with the Page of Wands. You're like, yeah, let's go do something fun. Let's go have fun. Let's go enjoy ourselves. And I think you have this really fun, like, yeah, like, I'm down for whatever. Like, let's go do it. Let's go have fun, But I think, not at the expense of other people, or people that are like sneery or demanding in their speech or whatever. I feel like you guys are just like, yeah, I don't really, like, that doesn't even sound pleasant to kind of hang out with on a long-term basis, right? And with the Chariot here, I love the Chariot because it's Cancer energy, and the Queen of Cups is also Cancer. So I feel like, even if you're not a water sign or Cancer, I feel like what Spirit is saying here, you're still going to have your empathic side. You're still going to be very caring and loving and smiling and having a good sense of humor about life and what life is kind of throwing at you here. But I also feel like you guys you're not going to lose your sense of empathy and care for others, but I also just feel like you guys are like, yeah, I don't really want to waste any more time, right? I don't want to waste my youth on this kind of entertaining whatever energy, and I don't want to waste any more time on kind of entertaining blah bitty blah bitty blah, okay? So I feel like you guys are getting a little bit more solid, in fact, a lot more solid with the Hierophant about what it is that you're looking for, and but what is acceptable to you. And also with the Page of Wands and the Chariot, I feel like you guys are like lickety split, like if I don't like something, I'm out, lickety split. And I'm caring, and I want to have fun and be happy and enjoy talking to people, but you know, I'm not gonna like just sit and listen to someone's shitty monologue about, you know, making fun of people or talking about just bullshit without me getting a word in edgewise here, okay? And so I feel like you guys are just saying, you know what, I want to have fun, I want to be happy, but I also feel like you guys are just swiftly turning your back on things. You'll give a person a chance, you'll go out with them, you'll observe and see what happens, but if it's not your deal, then you're just like, no thanks, you know? And you can see the Hermit here has her back turned, right? And she's like, I feel like this is like leaving a date at the end of the date and being like, well, that was interesting and I guess it was fun, but that person really isn't my speed. It's not really my thing. And, you know, I'm just gonna go like, you know, I'm gonna go find what I'm looking for, but that definitely was not it, okay? And I think you're growing through this experience a lot, pile number 3. And, you know, you have 3 major arcana here in your, what is it coming in with the new, okay? We have Virgo, Cancer, and Taurus here. And then we have a fire sign with the Page of Wands. But I feel like you guys are just like, hey, no harm, no foul. If I'm not into it, I'm just going to take off, you know? And I think in this like coming up November Scorpio season, you guys are reflective of what happened in the past and times when maybe you were a little too accommodating to energies that were just kind of puking, okay? Now, I just almost belched right there. So, I mean, you know, belching energy, pile number 3. But I feel like you guys are just like, yeah, I'm not gonna like just extend myself. And it's 7-11 right now in your reading, which is a very lucky number. It's one of my favorite numbers. So good for you, pile number 3. And you have the Chariot here, which is number 7. So 7-11 indeed. How about a little bit of luck and happiness and enjoyment and self-reflection, right? Is what I see here coming for you, like going forward. And we also have this Knight of Wands and Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like some of you are going to meet someone very spontaneously in the future. Could be a possible fire sign, someone that is really fun and interesting, but also nice. They could have fire or water in their chart. They're not like this emperor that just has, that just doesn't really resonate with you and your personality, okay? And I feel like some of you guys are going to be in a weird twist of fate, pile number 3, like in a good way. I mean, I feel some of you are going to be running into somebody unexpectedly and you're going to be like, whoa, you know, this person is very interesting, but they're also kind and deep and caring, okay? I like this Knight of Wands because even though he's the Knight of Wands, his horse isn't going crazy like it normally is. And he's got like really nice eyes, I feel like, okay? Which, hey, like good. Still exciting and fun, but without being a dick about it, all right? So let's go ahead and see for your oracle cards, pile number 3, what is coming in with the new. We have card 29. You are highly intuitive and creative, Queen of Cups. Of course you are. Queen of Cups, Empress. Of course you are. Pile number 3. You are highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures and you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the sky. Well, that is very true here with this Page of Swords, drawing information and ideas out of the sky. All right, you guys like that creative communication energy. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. You have a powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. That's why I think you really listen to people and try to vibe with them and give them a chance, because you know about the oneness of all things. But the Hierophant is all about carving out, you know, what you want, right? And I think you guys are going down that route. You're very insightful though, your powers of insight, and I feel you guys are very insightful about others, but you still give them a chance anyway. But I feel you're becoming more insightful about yourself, really, is what I'm getting here. A win-win outcome is forecast for you, pile number 3, full moon in Libra. So yeah, the scale's finally balancing. Like this thing finally feels equal, right? Feels good to everyone. Kindness. Aw. This is you guys. And look at this number 29, right? We have 29 here with I am insightful, and then 29 with kindness and the Queen of Cups. Kindness coming out right on the Queen of Cups. Aren't you sweet? Pile number 3. The energy of kindness reminds us to be considerate and wise in our interactions with others and ourselves, and to find the root of love through our connection to source, right? Kindness, but with boundaries. Pile number 3. Then we have here, chaste. Okay. What are you running away from? What is making you feel overwhelmed? What are you afraid of or unwilling to face? Chaste. Okay. So again, you know, looking at these energies, and I see a wolf here too, which I was getting a wolf in pile number 2. So if you came here from pile number 2, here's the wolf again. And I see the northern lights in the background here. And we do have Halloween coming up, right? And I mean, we all need to have a sense of safety, Queen of Cups, so we feel like we can open up, Empress, right? And Spirit's saying here with the Hermit, you know, what are you running away from, right? Or what are you afraid of or unwilling to face? And I think, you know, sometimes just like that can be where we've compromised a little bit too much of ourselves, gone a little bit outside of our own values and what we want, you know. And I see you guys becoming like very, taking a lot of action and really going deeper with that, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Excellent. Okay, fates and timelines are shifting for you. There's the Hermit, all right? And, you know, just because you're alone or not with someone right now, pile number 3, doesn't mean that, you know, there isn't like a beautiful destiny for you, okay, that puts you right at the center, in the center of attention. Maybe some of you guys have been feeling a little out of the loop lately, but I think you've also needed this time. And, you know, I can see the Hermit here, like she has one of those like sleep masks over her eyes. You know, do you guys sleep with something over your eyes? Or, you know, how do you like treat your bedtime routines? I feel here. I mean, I feel like you've needed this time, but I also feel like get ready, pile number 3, because things are about to shift and change. And this kind of like quiet solitude or just sort of self-discovery phase, etc. Like, I feel like you've been doing this inner work so that your outer world is really going to be expanded, okay? And exciting too. We have, oh my God. So this is your song. This is a very sexual song that you guys have here. This could be your Knight of Wands coming through here. It says, I want to hold you close, skin pressed against me tight. Lie still and close your eyes. So lovely, it feels so right. I want to hold you close, soft breaths, beating heart, as I whisper in your ear, I want to fucking tear you apart, okay? And yeah, I mean, maybe some of you guys really need that kind of, I don't know, this whole thing, I want to tear you apart, could be this Emperor, like the way that person acts. This song is called Tear You Apart by a group called She Wants Revenge, okay? So this, you know, yeah, somebody's saying things that are like, whoa, you know, like, woohoo, okay, which maybe you like, I don't know, but it says, yeah, I feel like it's this Emperor here. Someone's in the doghouse, gifts might help, try flowers, trouble in paradise. Yeah, somebody here is getting kind of to be in the doghouse with you a little bit, I feel, pile number 3. So this person better shape up or ship out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you guys are kind and loving and all of that, but with this Hierophant energy and Page of Wands, you're becoming a lot more like self-assured and confident about what it is that you want and where you want to go, okay? Horse, yeah. Right? Can't nobody hold me down. I got to keep on moving, all right? Can't nobody break my stride or hold me back. I gotta keep on moving. And yeah, I feel like some of you guys, travel, excitement, new energy, the Wheel of Fortune showing up several times here, the horse coming through, the Hermit talking about, you know, the inner journey to go deeper and to purify oneself as we prepare for a new journey. All right. Some of you guys here may be engaging in some foreign travel, or just, you know, little travel here or there, or just the inner journey, inner journey, you know, like the shamanic inner journey, I feel like, for some of you guys here. But the horse always reminds me of what is wild and free. Okay. The horse is also represented by the earth element, which is always shocking to me, because I'm like, wouldn't the horse be, I don't know, like fire or air? I guess they don't fly, right? Unless it was a Pegasus. But like, you know, it's always, I'm like, earth, really, really? I mean, I guess they move us. Horses are also practical. They move us from one location to another. Okay. So that could also be happening here with the Chariot. We could have Cancer, Sagittarius energy, or this sense of leaving or going somewhere else to get what you want. I feel pile number 3. Very cool. And we have Fancy Jasper and self-worth. So this Queen of Cups and Empress energy, we are feeding beautiful self-worth to. And it says here, Fancy Jasper comes in a beautiful blend of colors: green for the heart, stimulating self-love, and the warm colors of the lower chakra for self-empowerment. Yeah, self-empowerment, yellow tea light, solar plexus. Fancy Jasper helps you to release feelings of inadequacy and lack of self-worth. It restores a sense of self-respect, the Hierophant for sure, okay? And by quieting the critical voice inside, the Hermit, quieting the critical voice. Fancy Jasper helps you value the beautiful, special person that you are. And I did tell you already, pile number 3, that you are a very beautiful and special person. So this just repeating that affirmation. I embrace my individuality and honor my worth. You know, I feel like we could also say, I also honor who I am as a human being, right? And that's important for you. Pile number 3. Okay, so that is your out with the old and in with the new love reading. I hope that that was helpful to my beautiful pile number 3s, and I hope to see you all again real soon, my darlings, and many blessings on your path. Take care.